Hey YouTubes, how's it going? Just want to make a quick update on something that's been bothering me a little bit. First, I got a new addition to the garage. Look at that beauty. 3 foot by 5 foot. Looks awesome. Got that on Amazon for like 26 bucks. It's pretty good quality too. But what I wanted to talk about was dyno jets. More specifically, the Power Vision from Fuel Moto. If you don't know what Fuel Moto is, it's a company out of Wisconsin, I believe. They have a website, and they are pretty awesome. As you know, I have a Stage 2 SNS 475 cam in my 2019 Road King Special. And since then, I have had the Screaming Eagle tuner. I've had the Vance & Hines fuel pack tuner, and both of them had flat spots in the throttle, and I just felt like I was missing some power out of it. So I called up Fuel Moto, and I ordered the DynoJet Power Vision, which is this little dude right here. It came with a tune that was designed around my bike and my cam. We'll see how it works out, and we'll go from there. All right, so I got her all programmed up, put on the tune that Fuel Moto had designed for me. It's a tune that they had from a Milwaukee 8 114 with an SNS 475 cam. And what's great about the Fuel Moto tunes is that they are dyno tuned already. It's not a can map, it's a tune from the dyno. So we'll see how it interacts with my specific head pipe and mufflers and my specific bike, because even though it's a 114, not all bikes are the same in the 114s or any other model. So we'll give it a first start and see how she sounds. We're already in neutral. Okay, so far she sounds about the same. Maybe a little deeper. I don't know why the tune would impact that, but it doesn't have as much of a tinniness sound to it. But now on a cold start, we're about 1400 RPM. I generally wait till I'm in the 1100s before I take her out and ease on the throttle until she warms up. So we'll see in a second when that happens. Alright, so it's been a minute or two, and we're in 1100s, which is normally where I let it warm up to before I take her out. Let's check out some throttle response before I take her so I know what I'm getting into. Alright. Okay, I'm liking this. That's different. It normal in the past, when I just barely give it throttle, maybe 7% or something in a blip, it just go rear, but now it's going blap. So that's different. All right. Like I said, we'll take her out, and I typically ease in on her until I get to a certain part of the road, and I know she's kind of warmed up a little better. Holy cow. Okay. that was different right off the bat. I was not expecting that. I was probably at 7% of throttle, and I pushed forward pretty heavily. So the timing is obviously modified from what factory would be. Oh my. There's already a significant difference. Before, and I don't know if everybody's Milwaukee 8 is like this, when you first start up the bike and let it warm up for about a minute or two, and you start to go, it would stutter, going in second gear and a third, and it would rock back and forth a little bit, like the bike's not quite warmed up yet. And it did that from the factory, but that has disappeared. I didn't get any of that stutterness right off the first bat until it warms up. It's got a little different sound to it. Throttle response is much more accurate. This is kind of cool. So I'm 60 miles an hour at 3,000 RPM. Barely hitting on the throttle, and it's climbing pretty progressively. If I let go of the throttle together, I'm shifting forward, so it's, I don't know if it's hard to describe without feeling it or being on the bike. Before I would kind of idle down a little bit, but now at a consistent 60 miles an hour in fourth gear, if I let off the throttle, it plunges me forward some, so the response is significantly better. I mean, there's a substantial difference already. We'll get up to this little section up here, go in fifth gear and see what happens. 65 miles an hour at 2,700 RPM. Around this, let go of it. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. So the bike should be warmed up quite a bit better now. We'll get down into second gear and give her some gas. Alright, see what happens. Holy! Oh my god! Holy cow! Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh, what the hell just happened? Okay. Let me collect my thoughts for a second. That was different. Yeah, so before this tune on the same SNS cam, at second gear I would hit the throttle, it would progressively shift or rev up to about 3,200 RPM, and then it pushed me back in my seat. With the tune from Fuel Moto, that's a dyno tune for this engine displacement, there was no little bit of a throttle then a pushback. It was pushback from the word go, and it didn't stop. It was pushing my seat all the way through all gears to fifth gear where I let off, and I was hitting 90 before I even knew I was even going. That is significantly better. Oh, this is hard to describe, people. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's this is so fun. Alright, let me get up to this stop sign here. We'll do another pull on a highway. Okay. How can a tune make that much difference? Same hardware, same cam, same engine displacement. The only thing I've done is change from the FP3 cam tune, the canned tune that FP3 gave me, to a dynoed tune from Fuel Moto and a different tuner. So we're currently idling at 950-ish. We'll wait for this car to go by. Oh my gosh! Okay. Okay. Holy cow! Oh my gosh! That was great! Oh my gosh! That was only probably 30% of the throttle. Oh my gosh! That is so unbelievable! Okay, so, lesson learned. If you're going to do a stage 2 or higher, you need to get a hold of the guys over at Fuel Moto, because they will send you the Power Vision with a pre-installed map custom to your engine displacement that has been dyno tuned. I knew I was missing out on some power. Guys, I had no clue. I had no clue. I might as well have went from a moped to this bike. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Talk about a whole new motorcycle. Oh, gee, mini Christmas. I have never been on anything so fast. You know, and I've never been on a sport bike, so don't start, you know, hating on that. As far as the Harley world's concerned, this is the fastest bike I've ever been on. Wow. Okay. If that doesn't put a smile on anybody's face, then you're dead. You're dead. Holy moly. And I'm not the type of person to go, you know, powering around on my bike. You know, I treat my bike with respect, but I want to see what it'll do, so I know its limitations, and, you know, just to give you guys an idea of the difference between an FP3 can map, and I did a smart tune on it also, but it did, compared to an actual dyno tune map without dyno tuning this specific bike. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. Okay, so here's 4th gear, 50 miles an hour at 2,500 RPM. Let's crank on it. Holy cow. Okay. That put me back in my pants. Holy jeez. Holy jeez. Oh man, major shouts out to Fuel Moto and their team. Oh, they don't joke around. They don't joke around, man. Woo! Alright. Man, this is crazy. I don't know how to describe to you guys the difference between this through a video. This is intense. This has gotten my adrenaline up. This is something else. Talk about making your bike come alive. Man. Woo! Oh my gosh. Alright, anyway, I'm going to cut this video here and experiment on Lucy for a little while and see what more she has to offer, so I can like ride safely and know the limits and understand the throttle response, because this is a whole new bike. Completely 100% whole new bike. So you guys be safe, do what you do, make something so I have something to watch. Deuces.